This is City Hall at City Hall here in Richland, Washington. They have a memo, affidavits, engineering field, processing. This is Patty Murray and Mrs. Cantwell at the administration office. And there's a services increments. They got the Wash State flag, the Richland flag, and they're apparently trying to steal the flag and the Richland flag and the Wash State flag, and also trying to take the Richland Monologue flag from City Hall at right around Jadwin Lee. We're gonna get this information down since you can get your application or memo online at the City Hall. You can do your payment online, you can do your service online, you can do your increments online, you can do your UBI business online, you can do your processing, your information online, and Senator Patty Murray and Senator Cantwell is right next door, and they have the flag, state flag, and registered flag. That's a federal offense. That's a state offense, actually. Anything at $7,000, like being attacked on the sidewalk and getting the body cam and information from the fellow police department, the Warden Police Department, and also Mose Lake Police Department, and also the increments for your services for the flag, state flag, and services for your amendments, statutes, statute of limitations, your citation. You have no ticket citations. That's personally a federal offense. You know, the moderating for the water lines that covers this whole building, the water line that covers the access to the building, the church code, which connects it to domestic lines, the taxpayer leisure tax for the APR rate, the processing plant that have the array services, the key. So the key that opens the flag entranceway. Look at that. Huh? I thought people and thieves and camera works, I thought they were supposed to watch over that. But apparently not. Yes, staff members that come in here and use the computer systems, network cables, surveillance cameras for their discretion. Being attacked on the sidewalk at Mr. Eric Dealson's property. He owns a lot of property. He owns there's a lumber yard as well called Pro Build, Builder's Choice, but it's called Source. It's Source Choice Pro Build, and there's services that they got on processing plant, increments, processors, information, download systems, and they're processing all their information in inquiry of processing. And Mrs. Patty Murray and Mrs. Cantwell, we're going to have her download information since they have all the statutory facts and abstract records being attacked on a sidewalk by officers taking money from my credit card, my driver's license, and CDL license, A and B. Yeah, credit UBI Secretary of State building. Secretary UBI number Kim Wayman. Mrs. Patty Murray and St. Cantwell. We have the federal building in the U.S. United States of America, which carries death certificates, memos, birth certificates, phone records, first and last of your transcript of your college, your middle school, your elementary school, your funding from your household, your immediate mother, your immediate father, your grandma, your great-grandma, your aunt, uncles, and all the members that you have on your Social Security card, which I don't have because I was attacked on the sidewalk. So showing up over at Miss Patty Murray's and Mr. Cantwell's office, and they have no warrants for outstanding warrants for arrest, and the increments on the receiving. I have no record, no driver's record, and I come to get the mailman, the mail post office used to be here a long time ago, but no more. No more. See, they carry out memos, UBI numbers, phone records. Andy Miller is a prosecutor of Washington State for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And Miss Sandy Strong, commissioner, she had the most convictions, also moderated and also unexcused services on increments for prosecution recommendations on cases that are on different states' borders. And she superseded and also detained and incarcerated all criminal activities because of Sandy Strong. They straightened the courtrooms. They straightened the U.S. courthouse, which is United States courthouse, and United States courthouse. That's Mrs. Taylor. And there's Taylor. He works at the 712 Okanagan Place. Mr. Taylor is here at the courthouse in Mansfield. Now, Mansfield is carried to a courtroom to litigated to to Mansfield and Jadwin on 800. They carry out manuscripts, information, mileage, the day and time you come in this building, the day and time you go in the building, the time and time that you go into the building and process all your information when you go to a scanner. Just like at 712 Okanagan Place or the coroner's office, you go through a scanner, you go through a process, and they pat you down, look for weapons, look for any obscurities of services of your locations and where you're going. And your name's on the docket, your first, last name, your service for preparation for your appointment. And this is United States Courthouse, Federal Building, 825 Jadwin Avenue. So you can't miss that. Now, the Jadwin Avenue carries out a series of individual sarcasm. As you can see, the individual sarcasm and the authority of questioning of what have and what not Patty Murray, Sarah Miss Cantwell office in Richmond, Washington. Ajmer Singh Nijjar, Ajmer Singh S-A-N-J, Nijjar N-A-J-J-R, India. And it's Cimaron 5 INC, Bank of Fire, India cuisine, Chinese dish cuisine, and also West Side Pizza. Now a stupid Balcrest restaurant now. And I don't eat Mexican food either. I don't eat any kind of Mexican food at any shape or form. But anyways, there's a chow hall in here. And the chow hall that they carry, they have open and they got closed. East entrance closed, use west entrance, exit only. See, we got the courthouse. The courthouse is east entrance closed. So this entrance way is closed. Office hours operations 8 to 5. We're going to have to go to the other side. So we're going to have to walk to the other side since they're closed. It's east entrance closed, use west entrance. Now, east entrance, now they have to be closed because the increments on the service for your driver's license, CDL, Social Security license, your BFT register, your TSA pass. Let's see. Oh, look, you got your swiping procedures for your process for your TSA pass. You got Mrs. 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 and Mrs. Mrs. and Mrs. And let's see the Social Security. This police officer attacked me at City Hall over in Othello, Washington at 610 First Street. Mr. Eric D. Olson was attacked. And these items at Social Security Office 8131. This is Klamath Associated. This is Social Security Office. This is the courthouse, federal courthouse. And this is the United States. This is the United States courthouse of the federal building, 825 Jadwin Avenue. Can't miss it. Ain't that beautiful? Ain't that beautiful monument? Beautiful, ain't it? I think it's beautiful. Now we have to go the other side of the entranceway to get into the federal courthouse building. Now, Patty, Mary, and Miss Cantwell, this office has a fence line, increments for Miss Patty and Miss Cantwell, processing their information, downloading the inquiry manifold and the manuscript of the driving services, and they have the entranceway. Entranceway is the east and west location, which is the fence line inquiry, and also upstairs and downstairs on push dial and rotary automatic surveillance camera increments on processing information. Mr. Sheriff Taylor. Sheriff Taylor's inside the office, and that's the Kennedy building in U.S. Marshal office. Mr. Sheriff Carey, Mr. Sheriff Taylor, Mr. Keene, and also Mr. Keene and Hatcher here in Richland, Washington, partake in their service in the increments of the processing information to a serious discretion. Mrs. Patty Mary and Mr. Cantwell have Mrs. Taylor and Mrs. Taylor, and also the young Taylor, which she has a laptop now because of me. I left a laptop, and Taylor gets a little laptop, and it's paid in full. Paid in full. Now, processing all information to a database that forecloses all the information that pertains of you being attacked. The Chase Bank, U.S. Bank, OLYMPIA Bank, and tracking all the checkbooks and the credit cards that you use on person and possession per possession. Carry the schematics of the day, the time that you come into the building, the day of time you left the building, the time and the body cam that you got on your person. You request for the body cam for the information that they made stuff up, falsely put you in the or arrest you in a false way, shape, and form. They have all the information on all these cameras and body cams. So if they take that body cam and try to take your information, add on to it, because you have state sealed documents, it can be fixed.